Your final goal is most likely one of these. The first one is finding a job. The second one, finding partners or investors for your startup. And third one is selling your product or service. Even if you want to be an influencer on LinkedIn, eventually you will use this platform to earn money somehow, and most likely it's number 3, selling the product or service. Hey friends, welcome to Discover with Jane. Today we're gonna talk about strategic use for your LinkedIn profile to achieve goals. Now, many people put this goal of regular posting on LinkedIn or adding certain number of contacts on LinkedIn without understanding the final goal. Your final goal is to earn money off LinkedIn, and in order to do that, you need to attract attention of certain people who would allow you to earn that money. And the first group is recruiters. If you are a job seeker, if you are a student recently out of college or maybe looking for your first internship or part-time, this is the most important goal for you. And this is really important. If you want to find a job, for example, as an SMM manager, you write in your bio SMM manager, because if you write something like I'm a student at blah blah college and the recruiter is looking for a junior SMM manager, they are not gonna come up your profile and guess that you want to be an SMM manager. The other useful tool to be found on LinkedIn is your skills. So again, with this hypothetical SMM manager example, you need to have the skills like social media marketing, content creation, copywriting, and other skills related to that. So don't be afraid to add those skills to your profile. Education and work experience. If you are a student, you can add an internship as your work experience. If you are working at a certain client project, make sure you can post it publicly, or if you can't, you can just say that it's an FMCG company, an AI startup, an advisory firm, or whatever. If you don't have direct experience and don't have internships, you can post your student projects as experience. List all your experiences with the description of what you have done there, the results, and the types of projects, as you would in a CV. By the way, did you know that you can download your profile as a PDF? And it would look like a CV template. So, is it really important to post on LinkedIn if you are looking for a job? I sincerely doubt that recruiters would read your interesting and inspiring posts on marketing or software development or finance or whatever you're doing there, because recruiters, they need to quickly check that you match the job. You are definitely not looking for posting for recruiters, but you might be interested in posting for potential hiring managers. The way it works, you add into contacts people from your target companies, and as they follow you, they will read their posts and understand your expertise, your take on things. You start commenting each other, and when they have an open position or a project that they're looking collaborators for, they will remember you. But of course, it's a long-term strategy. So if you are looking for finding a job in the next couple of months, might be not worth it to start posting. It's more worthy to look for jobs, apply to them, and connect with recruiters and hiring managers directly, like writing them in direct messages. Second, if you are looking for connections for your startups, you are looking for attracting investors. And attracting investors mostly works with achievements. So your LinkedIn profile could be a way of open investor update, or as they call this approach, build in public. So if you're building a startup, you can tell people about your way, about the obstacles you overcome, and like post your monthly results. Again, in this situation, posting is kind of secondary. And the first most important activity would be connecting to the investors and direct outreach in direct messages. And the investor updates could be done with email, with your pitch deck, and different materials outside of LinkedIn. The third type of call, when you are selling a product or service. In this situation, your target audience is your potential client, and your product or service is solving their problem. And I would say this is the situation when posting your content several times per week is a worthy investment of your time. You should post for your potential client with their personality and problem in mind. But also, you could post about the work culture in your company, especially if you are planning to expand your team in the future. You can talk about your team, you can highlight your team members. When you are going to hire in the future, people know about your culture and people refer to your company. As I've said, client first in this situation. So hopefully I've described the situations when you should and should not post on LinkedIn regularly. And if you have decided that you want to maintain that personal brand and still post at least once a week, in this case, it's an absolute must for you to watch my video about choosing the topics to post on LinkedIn. I provide a lot of ideas there and a lot of insights into my own posting system. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for being in this video until the end.